I'm here to motivate you. I want you to work this business and succeed. So these are not all my own ideas. I have grabbed them from some people who are much more successful than I, but that's kind of the point. This business is not hard. Don't make it complicated. Don't reinvent the wheel. I want you to use the 3 P's, and I'm going to go through each of those. First is personal growth. It is your job to educate yourself, and it's your job to find out how you can be bold and confident. You need to be bold and confident in your products and bold and confident in yourself. Education plus practice equals confidence, but you're going to say, I'm afraid to fail. I don't care. Push through that. You wouldn't be walking right now if you were too afraid to try walking. You wouldn't be driving if you were too afraid to try driving. You have to push through those fears in order to succeed and get anywhere. Diamonds are where they are. Diamonds in our company, at the top of our company, are where they are because they failed more than anyone else. And that's a big deal. They were willing to fail. So you have to be willing to try things and fail. But you're going to fail less than they did because we can learn from their examples. Try every single idea that gets passed down to you from someone who's successful. Be okay with failing again, because that's how we learn. Push outside your comfort zone so that you can stretch and grow. You're not going to change if you're not stretching yourself. Listen to every training call and video that you can possibly get your hands on. I'm talking 4 to 5 of them per week. You can fit this into your life, I promise. I have 2 little boys, 1 on the way, and I work full time. And my boys get to listen to Plexus calls on our drives almost every morning. Trevor actually asks, are we going to listen to Plexus today? So it's pretty fun, including them as well. And I also join meetings while I'm folding laundry at night. You're going to find time. Fit it to the nooks and crannies. Cut out a couple of TV shows. They're not going to make you money. Put what you learn into action. Okay, so when you learn these things, you're going to have to get off your butt and do something. I know that that's kind of harsh, but nothing's going to change if you don't change. And action is the single most powerful antidote to fear. So if you want that fear to go away, you have to take some steps forward. And then do the work. If you're building something big, it takes time. Think of a skyscraper. It doesn't happen in a day or 2. So the next P is passion. We want you to care for people. Helping people is your #1 priority. Not making money. People are going to see you right through that. You have to genuinely care about what people need and what people want. People don't know people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. It's a quote that I really like. So you need to pour yourself into people, build relationships, listen to them, learn how to read people, and ask questions. That's something that I've always struggled with. I've always wanted to talk about myself. Imagine that. But I really want us to learn how to ask questions and be interested in what people have to say, because we're going to learn a lot from that. And then picture yourself already at your big goal. If you don't know what your biggest goal is, like Kristen was talking about, you need to figure it out. We need to figure out our why, and we need to figure out our small goals, but we also need to have a big goal and where you want to be in the next couple of years. So picture yourself being there. And then also when you talk to someone else, I want you to picture them at their goal. So if their goal is weight loss, I want you to picture them at that weight. I want you to help envision that for them. Or if they have a financial goal too, I want you to picture them there as well. And then I want you to be willing to invest in them and follow up to help them get there. If you help enough people get what they want, they're going to help you get what you want. You'll eventually get to what you want. So you need to help as many people as you can. And you don't want to be at the top of that mountain alone anyways. That's pretty lonely and pretty boring. So the 3rd P is perseverance. Someone saying no or not at this time never truly means no. Just show them through your daily life. Like my mom talked about earlier, letting our light shine. Just keep letting your light shine. They're going to be drawn to it. They're going to want what you have if you are consistently taking your products and you have a good attitude. If someone's nasty, we're all going to run into that, just move on. There's 10,000 other people that want what we have, and go ahead and pray for them, because they probably need Plexus more than anyone. And then also use them as fuel. Show them through your success that they were wrong. Picture yourself driving up in your Lexus and parking in the driveway of their double wide. So working the Plexus business is a lot like farming. We live in farm country around here, so farm analogies are my favorite. If you want to go ahead and plant 100 seeds with your 100 list, that's great. I'm really proud of you. But what if you planted 1,000 seeds? Do you want a dinky harvest or a small harvest? Or do you want a plentiful harvest? That's up to you. And then every time you make a contact with the person, someone that you planted a seed with, you're watering that seed you planted. And your personality, your consistency, your enthusiasm, and your genuine care for them, you're letting your light shine, is the sunshine on that seed. And water and sunshine, we know, is how seeds grow. So just keep thinking of that farming analogy. I'm going to throw in a couple more P's for you, just because I like to spit all over my computer with all the P's. So you need to be posting on Facebook. Just do it. Once you do it, you'll feel good that you did it, and nobody's going to know that you're doing Plexus unless you stick it out there, unless you advertise it. And you might change somebody's life just because you posted about how you're sleeping better. Somebody might be really struggling with sleep, and you posted about you're sleeping better on Plexus after 2 weeks, or 1 week, or 3 days, and they're going to be like, thank you, God, that's the answer I've been praying for. You could be their answer to prayer. So just get on there and post. And it matters how you know. It doesn't matter how it's worked for you, because if it hasn't done anything for you, that's okay. We just want you to share how it's worked for others as well. And then be proactive is another P. Contact your list, especially your dream team, because if you don't tell them, then somebody else is going to, and you're going to miss out, and you're going to be super bummed. So just bite the bullet, hold your breath, take the plunge, don't think, just jump. You won't regret it. So there's also, as far as cold messaging, that takes some finesse, that takes some practicing. I have thrown Plexus up all over people in some of my cold messaging and heard nothing back. I've learned to just keep it short and keep it personal. So an example that I'll give you that has been successful for me is, hey girl, love your pics that you posted of the new puppy. So fun. I'm guessing you've seen on Facebook that I'm kind of loving this Plexus stuff. I'd love to share details about the products with you because I know you would love them. Can I send you more info, or better yet, could we meet up and chat? And I always end it with a question so that they feel like they need to respond. Another thing that you can do is if you have somebody who writes back and says, yes, send me more info, and you don't know, you're like, oh crap, now what? What do I send them? Contact me. Contact my mom. Contact Kristen. Contact your upline. We are going to help you out. We will coach you through it. If you want, you can even add us to your message, your Facebook message. You can add us to that little group. It'll be a 3-way thing, and we will help you through it. And just say, I'm going to add Sarah. She's been in the business a little longer. She can answer your questions a little bit easier. Is that okay? And most likely they'll say yes. Otherwise, just keep sending me what they're sending, and I'll send ideas back to you so that it looks like it's coming from you. We are here to help you. And then eventually, after we do that a few times, you're going to know what to say, and you're going to have confidence. Another P is progress. Your progress might be slow. It might not take off right away. It might be your progress health-wise. It might be your progress business-wise. Either way, remember the bamboo plant. I thought that this was really interesting. When the seed for a bamboo plant is planted, it takes 3 to 5 years for it to come out of the ground. So nothing happens on the surface. It's doing its work inside. Then once it pops through the ground, it grows 3 to 5 feet per year. So give it time. A lot is happening beneath the surface. That's again, health-wise, a lot is happening beneath the surface. A lot is happening in that gut down below. Or your business. Things are bubbling under the surface. People aren't commenting on your posts, but they're still watching you and they're still following you. So once that pops through, it's going to take off. So just keep putting in the work. Keep watering that plant. Another P is be positive. No negative allowed. Let your light shine bright for all to see. If you're negative, that light gets shut off. It doesn't dim, it gets shut right off, and all of your credibility of being a positive person is gone. Even if you're having a bad day, choose to focus on the good. Every morning, say out loud, when I wake up in the morning, I have 2 choices. To be happy or happy. I choose to be happy. Something my mom used to make me say as a kid, and it drove me crazy, but now I make my kids say it, and I say it all the time. And also remember Psalm 118:24. This is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. And it's true. There's no reason not to be grateful. We're here, we're breathing, we're okay. Okay, now I'm going to stretch it a little with the P's. Pom-poms. P, 2 P words, right? Okay, so seriously, you need to cheer people on. Cheer for them, rejoice with them when they're doing good things. Whether they're on your team, making you money or not, we are all one Plexus, one big team. And that team environment feels so good. So just keep cheering each other on, because when you're successful and people are cheering you on, that's going to feel so good. And don't you love that atmosphere of team and building each other up versus the jealousy and the cattiness? We all have that. We're girls. We know what that's like. We don't need that. And that's not allowed on our team. I'll just let you know now. It's just more fun that way. Drama-free. Let's keep it that way. And probity, I'm stretching. It's a fancy word for integrity. Still trying to stick with the P's. Do what you say you're going to do. Integrity will take you very, very far. And get organized so that you can remember and follow through. I just got one of these at Walmart for $1, and it is a monthly planner. And so in 2016, I will carry this with me everywhere, and I will write down who I need to contact about certain things. So, for example, I set an alarm on my phone as well, but I'm going to use this too, because you never know, your phone could get thrown in the toilet by your child. Not saying that's ever happened. But I tell preferred customers to help encourage them and not be afraid of the auto ship, that I will contact them after their first 15 days to see if they need to edit or change anything about their order. And so I will write down 15 days out on here their contact information so that I can help them out with that. So do what you say you're going to do. If you say you're going to do that, you have to figure out a way to get organized and follow through. So otherwise, that is about it. Those are all of my P's, but those 3 biggest ones are personal growth. So do some practicing, passion, be excited, be a product of your product, and perseverance. So plant those seeds and farm them. So otherwise,